Yo, what is going on, guys? It is X Deuces, and today I have the hottest question in all of anime right now. And I feel like it got heavily perpetuated by RDC World's old anime themes versus new anime themes, but this question has been asked for the last couple of years and has recently taken the limelight once again, and I feel like it is about time that I talked about it. And it is concerning the new big three. Now, of course, we already know what one of the big three are. My Hero Academia. It is the biggest anime to come out in America since, I would say, the original big three. So to say that it's not one of the members of the new big three is quite ridiculous. Its movie was sold out down here where I live. There's merch for it. I'm even wearing a My Hero shirt right now. Like, there's merch up the wazoo for it. There's figures. I'm pretty sure they'll come out with pops here soon. Actually, wait, what the hell am I talking about? There is pops. I have an Ochako pop right behind me. Like, My Hero Academia is absolutely huge. And to say that it is not one of the big three would be an embarrassment. But then that leaves us with two more. What other two anime really deserve the big three spot and the big three spotlight? And I want to say the second one is Black Clover. Now, there's a lot of people that don't like Black Clover. There's a lot of people that put Black Clover that will say that it is a part of the big three, but put it in Bleach's spot, basically saying that it's always going to be third place and that it's going to eventually have the same fall as Bleach. I believe, I'm just being hopeful. I hope that never happens to another anime ever, because what happened to Bleach just shouldn't happen, period. But freaking Black Clover has just impressed me so much, as it has had some of the most meaningful training. Like, you literally watch Asta go from an absolute nobody, useless kid to finally working his ass off to become strong. Like, he's like 10, 12 years old, right? Like, he's young as shit, but he's so built, and he's such a hard worker, and all he cares about is becoming the Wizard King. Like, Asta represents the true soul of shonen manga. And as well as him doing commercially well in both here and Japan, I just have to say that Black Clover is one of the big three. Like, it's everybody I talk to about Black Clover always has something good to say, and whenever people have something bad to say, it's always something like meaningless, like, oh, he's not, like, always something stupid, like, oh, he's not gone, or oh, he's not, like, it's always a comparison. When I feel like Asta gets a lot of slack because, at first people were really annoyed at his voice, and they used all those initial reviews to talk shit about it, and then they just never watched the show, so they just don't think that it could ever be good. But just give Black Clover a chance. I promise you, it is hella worth it. It is absolutely fantastic. I personally, in my opinion, I honestly am enjoying the story of Black Clover a lot more than I'm enjoying the story of My Hero. That is just me personally. But then we are going to head into the final slot. We already know that Black Clover and My Hero are two of the three. So who is in that third spot? And for that, I had to go to the Shonen Jump mangas and take a look at not only the table of contents, but the front covers. And of course, if you guys read, or you read back in the day, we sadly don't have them here in the States anymore. But if you still look at the Japanese covers, because I still love the artwork, and I just love shonen, so of course I always look at the covers, you'll always see that there's people that are prominently featured. If you look in the last 20 years, you'll always see a big ass Luffy. Luffy will always be big, which is why he is the king of shonen. Unless it is like a custom, like My Hero front page or something, then of course you won't see Luffy. But every other page where it's everybody, you're always going to see a big Luffy compared to everybody else. But then when you look at the other characters that are highlighted, or just basically along the same column as Luffy, like the medium-sized guys, or just the guys that they always keep to Luffy, that is what I call like the inner circle, basically Jump's golden boys. And in that division right now, we have to exclude MHA and Black Clover since they are already on the big three. We are left with Kimetsu no Yaiba, The Promised Neverland, and Haikyuu. Now, I love Haikyuu. I love sports animes, absolutely. But to put a sports anime in the top three is kind of ridiculous to me because I believe the big three should represent the heart and spirit of Shonen Jump, which is, battle manga and, just basically homaging the original big three, as well as, in my opinion, the actual original big three. Because you gotta remember, the big three term was basically dubbed by us, the fans, here in the States. But the real original big three was actually JoJo's Fist of the North Star and original Dragon Ball. All three shows encompassing exactly what it means to be a shonen anime. So to put Haikyuu on that list along with Black Clover and My Hero is pretty crazy to me. Then that leaves us with obviously two, and this is probably the two shows that get people to argue the most. And it is The Promised Neverland versus Kimetsu no Yaiba. I love both, but I'm going to have to say, from just what I've seen from reactions and overall just fanfare, I have to give the edge to Kimetsu no Yaiba. Its animation and everything about the show has just been fire, and on top of it, it's big when you start seeing fan accounts being made of the characters like all over the place, and just basically all you see every Saturday is much love and praise being given to the show. Even though The Promised Neverland was one of the best shows in its season, it didn't really capitalize as well as Kimetsu no Yaiba did. Kimetsu no Yaiba has Banpresto figures coming out, lots of merch and lots of things. Meanwhile, Promised Neverland has none of that and is actually going to wait all the way till 2020 for a second season, which inevitably kills a lot of the hype for the show. Anyways, this has been SSX Deuces, and I'll talk to you guys next time. And don't forget to leave your guys' opinions down below. I love reading through your guys' comments. Do you guys agree that Kimetsu no Yaiba deserves that third spot? Or do you believe that Promised Neverland should actually get the first spot? Please let me know in the comments down below, guys. Anyways, have a great rest of y'all's day. Peace.